Welcome to Mobilise and Stretch. Hi everybody, just down here. So I'm in the home studio just now filming this. I need you to go and put your PPE on if you're in TYPP. If you're doing this from home, welcome. Get your machine all set up. I need you to take off your box or whatever you have on your reformer. So studio reformers in our place will have some equipment around it. You'll have your box on top. So let's get rid of things that you don't need. Put it to the side. Remember, if you're around other people, to socially distance and go to opposite ends of your machine. We always say go to the side that your personal belongings are. And if you both stick to that, you'll always be socially distanced. So get your clear, and if you have a mat, pop a mat on top. I like a mat on top. I like a little bit of padding. And then from there, what I'd like you to do is pop on your springs. Now, if you're doing this in TYPP, put on all of your springs, every single one. And if you're doing this at home, your heaviest springs is what you want to put on. Oh, that one's heavy this morning. Now, ideally, I would like you to have a foam roller. So this is called a defoam roller. You can pick these up in our studios. So just let us know the next time you're in, or we can put one aside for you. And they're not expensive, around about 20 quid. So defoam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, if you're doing this from home, then you could roll up a long bath towel. So basically just get a long bath towel, roll it up really tightly and lie that down instead. So from here, what I want you to do is make sure your headrest is down and you just pop your foam roller in the centre of your reformer. I want you to then get yourself down on this. Now, it's not very graceful getting down, it's just how it is. So you just bum down at the bottom, head has to be on the actual roller. Hands at the side of your body, feet onto the bar. Oh, my hair's pulling a wee bit. So just acknowledge how your spine feels on that roller there. So you want to try and have your spine level. It's not squinting to the side. And let's just close our eyes. Just get aware of where we are. Where's your spine on this? Do you feel squinty? Is there one particular side that just doesn't feel straight? Just adjust, let your body relax. And from there, what I want you to do is just start to tilt your pelvis forwards and backwards. So you feel your lower back going down towards the roller, coming off the roller, down and coming off. Okay. Just warming up that spine. Easing that out. We've got some lovely juicy stuff for your spine today. This is all spine focused primarily. So it'll feel good. And you can take that up into a higher bridge if you want to. So if you want to lift, feel free to do so. Just try and keep your shoulders relaxed as you do so. Inhaling before you move. Exhaling as you move. Just try and keep your carriage still. And again. Easing that down and up. Now from there, take your arms up. Now have your palms of your hands facing each other. I want you to reach your shoulders or reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Feel your shoulder blades come away from the foam roller. And then draw your shoulder blades around the roller. And then again, reach up. And then draw down. And again, reach up. And then draw down. And again, reach up. Draw down. Reaching up. Drawing round. Do one more like that. Reaching up. And then just hold it down. Open your arms out to the side. And then together. So exhaling, just feel the chest opening. Try and keep your ribs down in connection with the foam roller. Exhaling here. Inhaling as you come up. So try and keep your arms straight. I'm very close to the wall on my left side, so just disregard my arm has to bend there. But if you can, if you have space at home or certainly in the studio, you'll have plenty of space to do that. So try and just keep the arm straight if you can. Perfect. And then from there, just roll out through the shoulders. So we're going to come off the roller, so just slide yourself off. A lot easier getting off than it is getting on. We're going to move on to footwork. Just put your foot roller to the side. Shouldn't need to get up. Pop your toes onto the bar, hands at the side of your body. Lift up, inhaling as you exhale, pushing out and controlling in. Pushing out, controlling in. So really think about extending and drawing up here. Drawing up, controlling in. Controlling in, so really squeezing through the buttocks. You've got that control. Don't just rush your footwork. You hold it here, go into tendon stretch, both together, then up. So try both together. If you've got a tendency to go straight into your splits, as in alternating, then just try this. Take your time, there's no rush. And then now get into pedaling. Okay, just feel every part of that movement. Don't just rush through this. Really feel it. What happens down at this area, down at your lower limbs, massively affects your biomechanics of the rest of your body. Take the time here to do your footwork and really feel what feels tight. How does that feel? Are you getting that full movement? Because that will make a massive impact on the rest of your day. Just easing this out. Going to bring the carriage in. Arches of your feet now. Toes towards your shins, inhale, and as you exhale, push out, inhale, return, push out. And that might be uncomfortable for some of you if you particularly have problems with your feet. Many of you will know I am a podiatrist, so feet are my bag. So what you might find is that you're rolling out to the side. Try and keep your weight evenly distributed over that foot, and don't worry about that compression onto the bar from your foot, as long as you don't have any inflammatory arthropathies. That is irritating for most of us, but okay to do this. A little bit of discomfort is fairly normal here. And then bring that in, going to the heels, toes towards the shins. So you're really dorsiflexing through the ankles, toes towards shins. Inhale, and as you exhale, push out. Control that in. So really drawing up, drawing the belly button down. I'm exhaling here. I'm inhaling here. So as the carriage goes out, that's your exhale breath. If your carriage comes in, it's your inhale breath. Excellent. Let's go into your Charlie Chaplin feet. Really drawing those inner thighs together, drawing up. And make sure you're getting every part of this movement. You're getting that drawing up, pulling it all in. Yes. Drawing that belly button down. Really feeling that connection with your core. Go wide on the bar. Pushing out, controlling it in, pushing out and feeling that, really squeezing, getting that femoral rotation, getting that bum engaged. Everything is on. Good. Do one more. And then release that off. Feet onto bar, hands to the side, and just sway side to side. So just look in the opposite direction to where your legs are going. Just getting into your lower back a little bit, your SI joint, maybe down the side of your hips and your thighs, iliotibial band if you're quite tight around that area. And if you've got lower back pain, these areas do have a tendency to tighten up. Right, so as I said earlier, the focus today is going to be on spine. So we're going to take it back to your foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, again, just use the towel. You're going to put the foam roller just in the middle of your mat, across at this time though. See how I've done it. Now what you want to be doing, feet just down near the foot plate or on the foot bar. It really depends on your height. So just I don't really mind where your feet go, just get comfy. When you lie down on this, however, I want your bra line, so roughly where a bra line, sorry for the gents watching this, but I need a reference, where that would lie. And then you're extending yourself over. I love my wee bun to essentially pad up my head. So if you need to use something to support your head, just support it if that's too much for you. And let's just pause here for a moment and just feel that extension through our spine. Take the arms up and both back together and bring it back. Now your shoulder rest will get in the way, so you can go wider with the arms, almost like a kind of wide V shape, if that feels a little bit better for you. But it's, for some of you, going back to where the shoulders hit there anyway is fair enough. That's it. Just easing that back, bringing it forwards. Exhale here, inhale here. So we're really trying to get that release, get that extension through that middle part of your spine, that thoracic area. Let's do one more here. And if you've had enough of your neck's getting sore, just come out of it. You could put like a little yoga block or something behind that will make it a little bit easier, but you're trying to get that extension. It shouldn't be overly comfortable, but it shouldn't be horrendous. Right, so put your foam roller out the way now. You're going to need an arc. So hopefully, if you're doing this at home, you have an arc. Your reformer should have come with something like that, but not all reformers are made equally. At the studio, you do. So what I want you to do with your straps, put your straps, take them off and put them in the well. So just let them fall into the well. You don't want your straps to be on. Headrest needs to be completely flat. Now, our arcs are hollow, so they can go over the shoulder rest. But if you're at home and yours doesn't, you're probably going to have to put it in front. It's not as comfortable, but you've got to work with what you've got. So you would just put it in front of your shoulder rest if it doesn't go over. You're then going to just place this right over the top. Now, before we start, I'd like you to make sure that if you've got any other apparatus inside your well, to just get it out of the way, because you're going to be in that area of the well today as well. So make sure there's nothing in that area, like jump boards or circles, whatever. So it's nice and safe and clear. So now, lie yourself down. And essentially with this, where should we be lying? Right, so we want to be in a position that's slightly uncomfortable. So your head needs to be able to be in contact with the arc. So you shouldn't be so far back that you're like, oh yeah, up here like this, you're just going to leave with a really sore neck. But you also don't want to be like, oh, I'm just lying watching the telly, it's just like a cushion. That's useless. So we need to be somewhere in the middle of that. We feel challenged, but we don't feel like our neck is going to snap off our body. Again, with your legs, do what you like with them. I'm just going to put them here. It doesn't matter. It depends on your height, where you feel comfortable. Just get comfortable. If you feel your lower back is being strained, I'd recommend bending your knees, and it will just relax your lower back a little bit. Okay, so just play about with that where you feel most comfortable. Okay, so we're now in this position. Head is supported. That's most important. Palms of your hands face away from your body. Your shoulders, like we did a moment ago on the foam roller, should be back and down. And then I want you to just go into toy soldier. So I want you to just exhale one way, inhale the other. And as you move your arms like this, if you could, try and just draw awareness to how your body is moving. Are you rocking your whole body to facilitate this motion? So try and just keep your torso fairly stabilized. You're not rocking and rolling. And you're just breathing. Eyes can be closed. It's quite a nice relaxed motion. So how does your arm movement feel? So if anybody has any problems like capsulitis around the shoulder or frozen shoulder or any issues like that, this can be difficult. You can't do it. So only go to where your pain threshold will allow. You take both arms together and just see again what happens. Now be mindful of your ribs. So this area here wanting to flare up. Try and just keep that fairly relaxed. And we want the movement coming from as much as we can, get as much movement in that shoulder joint. And then bring the palms of the hands together, facing each other. And again, go out to the side, so getting that openness through the pectorals, through the chest. For many of us sitting at computers, way more than we ever used to, this area gets really tight. We end up with that forward head posture, rounded through the back, and all the other associated aches and pains that come with that, including lower back pain. So yeah, let's get this all moving. Right, and then what I want you to do, bring your hands to the side of your body and then just shuffle yourself back another wee bit, right? So can you go even just a wee smidgen, right? So I'm good there, back into your toy soldier. But just always make sure your head is supported. If your head's not supported, you've gone too far. So don't go crazy. I know that some people are just like, oh, I'll go back here. It will just hurt your neck. Your neck needs to be relaxed here. Just easing that back. A wee bit restricted through the right side here for me. How are you feeling with it? And then just open the arms to the side. So pecs. So you're exhaling here. Inhaling here. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Excellent. And then just release that off. Feel good? Everybody good? Right. We're now going to move on to something a bit more fun. Down at the bottom of your reformer, you'll find your foot strap. Now, if you're in the studio, foot straps are all the same. But if you are somewhere else, you should have a foot strap. I think most reformers come with a foot strap. Or they should. I've lost my lights. So pop both of your feet into your foot strap. Okay? It's really important that your toes come up towards your shins here and you don't push your toes, point your toes that way towards away from you. So toes not that way, you want them up towards your shins so that you keep the strap on. Now what I'd like you to do initially is just allow your lower back to go into the arc. So just like this. And we're going to just start, so your feet are in the foot strap. We're going to just start to articulate ourselves back. Inhale, and as you exhale, tuck the chin and come back up. And just come up so you engage the core. Inhale, and as you exhale, taking it back. It's really working on articulating that spine. And then bring it back, tuck it in. Really waking that spine up, tucking. We'll do one more here. Easing it back. Oh, circle it round this time. Come forwards. Okay, so now we're back further. I see the doing slides down. So sit on your arc. Take your right foot out. Try and get your bum right up on it. Now your strap really is your lifeline here. So make sure that you don't just don't point your toes or you're going to slide off. So just be mindful that you feel nice and secure in your strap, and just take yourself back. So hands come here to the side. If you want to take them overhead, you can. Tuck the chin. And then again, so you're getting a little bit of traction through that leg. Do it again. Tucking the chin. And again. Okay, so we'll go for 4 times. If you're struggling, only do what you can. And then change legs. So foot in. Other leg to support you. Get yourself all set up and squared off. Inhale. Exhale, take it back. Oh, see, I'm much more comfortable this side, my non-surgery side. Easing it over. Oh, what a lovely day it is here in Scotland. Don't know where you are in the world, but it's a glorious, glorious autumn day. Nearly winter. And then slide yourself down. Keep your feet into the straps. And lie yourself back. Come up. Engage the core. Inhale, and as you exhale, articulate the spine back. Up the chin. Come forward. Articulating the spine. One more. Keep going with that. Keep it going. And then relax that off. Well done. Let's come off your arc and come and step into the well. So you're behind here. Now this is great. This is actually a release for your lower back. So stand inside your well. Get some water. Anybody else need some water? Get a drink if you need to. Right, so you're inside the well in here. And we're going to use this arc as a way of basically releasing our lower back. It seems this is quite a weird exercise, but just go with it with me. So you have to come down. You bring your elbows down onto the platform. Now, this is where it gets hard. I'll put the mic here just so I'm not muffling. It gets hard here because you have to relax, and that's quite hard to do. What I like to do is just let my legs go here, let my pelvis, that kind of pelvis area is in contact with the arc, and it's pushing my spine into a posterior tilt. So it's offloading off my back, but we're going to use the pressure inside our abdominal cavity, so that intra-abdominal pressure, to essentially influence the lower back. So you'll feel this in your lower back, and it's like a nice big stretch for your lower back. Okay, so elbows in line with shoulders to get that all lined up. Clasp the hands and bring the head down to the hands. From there, what I want you to do is just try and relax the legs, try and relax your body. Take an inhale breath. Now really deep, really wide, and really almost imagine that breath is going to your lower back. Hold the breath and then carefully, slowly release it out. And just keep doing that. So you're breathing in and you're breathing out. Breathing in. And if you feel it's an awkward position, like I sometimes like to go further back. So just adjust yourself. This was probably new for most of you, so just allow yourself to just play about with the position that works for you. Just feel your lower back being released out. Now, one more breath. Now, from there, what I need you to do is basically get your bum engaged, get your arms up, get your wrists in line with your shoulders. You're going to come down into a tricep press up, lift the legs up into the bum, then push up. Then again, push up. Tricep press up. Not good for the pubic bone. So apologies for that. Come on, waking it up. Really squeeze into the buttocks as you do this. So lift up, get the pubic bone off the arc when you lift up. One more. And release that off. How are you feeling? It's kind of nice, isn't it? Odd, but nice. And we're going to do some side lying. So again, going to need your foot strap. So come round. Everybody's doing okay. Just checking we're all right. Right. So lie on your side. Foot strap. Your foot strap is your lifeline with this. Or you'll go for a wee trip over there. So foot in. Bottom leg's not doing anything. It's the top leg that's in the strap. This hand goes down. Position your body. Take the arm up and over. Really just reach. Okay, get over as much as you can. You can take your hands to here. Take your hands over. If you're tall enough, you can reach to the pose. Just get that release down the side body. Okay. What do you feel you need today? And then you can rock side to side, and that will just target that fascia, that connective tissue a little bit. Reaching through the arm, rocking it side to side. Excellent. Bring yourself gracefully out of that and turn and do it the other way. So other leg in. It's quite a nice one to do, isn't it? Like, you think, oh, that's lovely. It's hard to get into those areas ordinarily. So we're over. And this feels just super easy for me this side. Just taking it over. You can reach the arm. You can even grab the rope if that helps. Something to perches onto. Essentially just get that whole side body stretched. Okay, just get yourself stretched out. Whew. Medicine for the body. Medicine for the spine here. Okay, bring yourself up. Just slowly, just almost slide down your chute. Especially when you're wearing lycra like me. It is like a chute. This is like so slidey, my leggings. Which is fun. Makes it more fun, doesn't it? So, you might go flying. Feet in the strap. And again, lower back supported by your arc. Inhale. And as you exhale, ease yourself back. And hopefully, we're starting to feel that the spine is loosening off. Tuck the chin. Roll it up. Reach, draw your belly in. Sit tall. Exhale, articulate the spine. Really use the core to get up, guys. Inhale. Exhale, bring that forward, tuck the chin. Draw the belly in. And again, inhale. Exhale, ease it down. Oh, it's one of my favourite things to do this. See if you've been sitting at a desk all day, this is your pal. See if you've got problems with your lower back or your upper body, your shoulders and things. I'm telling you, you want to get more of this in your life. Please just trust that process. Do it. You will not regret doing this motion, this movement. Your body craves this. Your spine craves this. Ease it off. Well done. Take the arc off, okay? So we're going to put that to the side for now. Get yourself a drink. Sort yourself out. We're going to move on to a little bit of lower body. So we're going to do some stuff for the hips. A drink if you need it. Okay. Hopefully you're finding that quite enjoyable. Yep, everybody that's on live seems to be doing good. Right. So what I'd like you to do is we'll start initially, I think, with this one without any apparatus. We'll just use the reformer. We're going to open up the hips. So first thing I want us to do, right, is to sit like this. So basically come on your carriage. We're going to change our springs in a moment, but let's just do this just now. So come and kneel. And I want you to just sit back and assess, can you actually even do that? Some of you will find your ankles and your feet will not facilitate that, right? You'll be like you're just in agony. Some of you will find that your hips, your bum, your knees don't support it, right? Now, this is a position that as a human we should be able to do, but we lose the ability to do. So I want you to work on this. If you need to use a wee cushion or something behind your bum or a yoga block, then do so. But let's just stay here, because what we're doing here is we are allowing this movement at the ankle joint and the feet stretching out through the tibialis anterior, which generally gets the mechanical advantage in our human movement, right? The tib ant tends to get really strong. We get those extensor muscles pulling up. We tend to have a weaker plantar aspect of our feet. We start to lose our balance. We start to get the whole clawing toes. That stability down at the bottom of your feet tends to lessen. So I need you to be able to sit like this. Now, not only that, but the knees and the muscles around here, the soft tissue, should be able to do this. And this also opens up the knee joint by sitting like this. So you just got to do what you have to do. If you've got arthritic changes in your body, you've got to work around things for you, right? There's things that I can't do on my left side of my body. I'm just not going to, I don't know if I'll ever be able to do them even after surgery. So you got to just work with what you've got, try it, keep coaxing it, try and keep the movement where you've got the movement. Right now your feet are probably going a bit numb and pins and needly. So good, you've sat there long enough. So let's now come off that. Some of you would have been like, that I felt nothing, it's fine. And others, that is extremely challenging for them. It also pushes your lower back into a posterior tilt, which is lovely for releasing through your lower back as well. It's a really nice way to just sit throughout the day, if you can. Now, put your right leg forwards and your left foot against the shoulder rest. It might help if we change the springs, because this will be quite tight. So just leave on, if you're in the studio, one yellow and one red spring. If you're at home, a kind of medium spring, maybe 2 springs. It just depends. It should feel that you've got some resistance there, but not overly. You shouldn't be like, it shouldn't be like a big workout to push it away. Shoulders back and down, and then just slide your hip. So push your left hip back. And I'm always going on about how closed joints switch off muscles. So get the joint open, okay? I always feel so much better throughout the day. My back feels so much better. I sleep so much better the days that I have done this, okay? The days that I have done my reformer. When I don't, I suffer for it. I really do. So push back and then go into stretch. Now, if you want to advance this up so that the back knee is off, and sometimes that can be nicer in terms of your knee, can't it? Then feel free to do so. I might just do this. And if you want to go up into your balance, you can, right? If you want to advance that, you can, but just sometimes you need to be resty, don't you? Just not all about work, work, work. And then bring the knee down and change legs. Okay, so if you struggle with your knees, just get a wee bit of padding, something to help you, or do it off the side of your reformer. So if you're really struggling, just stand off the side and do it from there. Okay, it's no problem. Or as many people will do, they'll be up like this. Okay, so if you want to be up like that, that's fine. So just as long as we're getting into the hip and opening it up, and then into the hamstring. So just make sure when you start getting into the hamstring that you don't lift this up to facilitate the hamstring. Keep that down. Okay, so keep the hip down as you do this. Okay. Excellent. You can lift it up, take it into your balance if you want. Okay, so if you want to lift up, it'll just look like this. And if you want to balance, it'll be up there like this. My legs are not feeling that today. Okay. And finish that up. Now, come off your reformer, take all your springs off, push your reformer all the way to the back, so it goes right to the back. Anything that's in the way, move it out the way. Get your box, put your box in a short box position, like so, mat on top. Step inside the well. And from here, so just make sure that your box is on properly and your carriage, your carriage is right to the back, okay? Then place your hands to the side, lift your right foot up, ankle goes over the top, the front of the box, the knee goes down. If you're taller, your box will need to go over your shoulder rest. Then come up, hands on hip bone, and then on your right side, which is the knee that's down, pull the hip up. So really feel this kind of stretch down through the front of your thigh into your groin, and then push your pubic bone forwards. So really push your pubic bone forwards, lift that right hip up, and you will feel that down through rectus femoris, one of your basically your long hip flexor. Very much associated with back problems, lower back. And then if you want, take the right hand up and take it over to a side bend too. And you could advance this further by taking that side bend to a diagonal back corner. Okay, so back behind you to the diagonal corner and see where that feels. I'm sure you can feel that. Then hands back down to the side and change. Okay, you're not there that long, so if you need to pad up your knee, pad it up. But hopefully it's not too horrific. Oh my goodness, this side for me is horrible. Oh, it's already burning. Right, so lift the left hip up because your left hip will be sitting slightly lower. So lift it up, then push your pubic bone forwards. Does anybody else feel like something's going to rip? Oh, it's not going to rip. Okay, you need to do it. But wow, doesn't feel very pleasant for me. Don't know what it's like for you. So just embrace that. Take the left arm up should you wish. Side bend. I think I want to vomit here. So really getting into that fascia line here. Oh, it's so horrible, but it's so good. Are you with me? I take it back to that diagonal corner. Oh my goodness, that's a whole other level of weird, horrible delight. Okay, just let that release out. Oh, really deep into that. Now, come out of that. Take your hands, take your legs, take it down here. So you're just in this kind of straight leg bent over. And I want you to just wiggle side to side. So just really get your SI joint moving. And bend your knees, lean back, hold on to the reformer. If you need to go further forwards, you can do. If you need to hold on to the bar, you can. And just wiggle it out. There's no other way of describing this. Just give it a wiggle. Feel where your lower back, pelvis is tight. And just get some movement in there. Move it out. Move it out. Movement is good. Okay, it might feel really tight. You're okay. Mine feels tight too. Okay. Ease that out, up onto the tiptoes, ease it back, up onto the tiptoes, ease it back, heels down, up onto the tiptoes, ease it back. So wiggle it out one more time. It's a huge, big, well done. Fantastic work. I hope you enjoyed that stretch and mobilise, mainly focusing on the spine there. So the hips a little bit towards the end, but all linked to your lower back. So well done. If you can wipe your machines down, that would be most appreciated, and leave them how you would want to find them. If you're at home, do what you like. Enjoy. Well done.